I've run hotels most of my working life.
So we've got 23 rooms in-house tonight.
Thank you very much, all of you. So I know all too well how brutal the hospitality industry can be.
That is terrifying.
We've put everything that we have into this.
And this year, the situation truly is dire.
You got me worried about that now.
I have a lot of pressure to make sure that I deliver.
With businesses facing spiralling energy, food and wage costs.
I have a big sense of responsibility.
And customers who have less money to spend. Frankly, sweet Fanny Adams. From country pubs, careful of the dog, to seaside hotels.
This has got to be done for Friday. I have somebody in here Friday night.
Shepherd's huts.
You've got a big one.
Thank you.
To family guest houses.
Makes me think of Scarlett O'Hara.
They're all in desperate need of my help.
She's just pulled up and I'm terrified.
I'll be getting my hands dirty.
Mind the paint work.
And delivering some hard truths.
I think you're bonkers.
Hello.
To help owners across the country get back in the black.
Something has got to change. You're very silent. Why?
You're the expert.
Before everything comes crashing down.
We're just hoping we can catch it before it's too late.
That is my challenge, should I choose to accept it, and I do.
We're going to need a bigger skip.
This time,
I hope she doesn't smell the seats.
I don't think she will.
You never know.
a pair of novice hoteliers
Why on earth have you given me a family room?
Well, we're going to join you.
with questionable taste in interiors
We use these chairs in mental health hospitals.
Just get rid of some of the for God's sake.
and a business at risk of collapse.
We will struggle to make it through winter. Check on, buddy. Feeling naughty? Yeah, you?
In West Sussex, 37-year-old publican and local lad Jack
One full English with poach, one full English with scramble.
and his best friend, 35-year-old chef Danny from Birmingham,
No one fancies turning on the dishwasher now.
No, not today.
are the new kings of the 16th century Castle Inn.
There we are.
Look at that.
Hey,
Having been best mates since they met working a ski season in 2010, buying a business together has always been their ultimate ambition.
Well, they're heavy. Must be well strong. After 15 years of friendship and been speaking about this for years, this is a big time and a big opportunity.
Despite never having run a hotel before,
That'd be annoying in the middle of the night.
when they saw the Castle Inn, just an hour away from where Jack lives, they saw a chance to turn their dreams into reality.
You want to see me do a quick swan?
can you?
No. No, but I found long hair.
The boys scraped together £135,000 to take on the lease of the 20-bedroom inn that also boasts a bar and 60-seater restaurant.
Oh, wow.
It's a work of art.
We had to beg, borrow and steal to get the deal over the line.
There's a couple of government-backed loans in there. There's some family and friend loans.
I sold my pride and joy in my car.
They thought they were on to a winner as the business achieved 85% occupancy last year, but the boys' big gamble is now looking like it may not pay off.
There's been a 40% drop in room sales and it is particularly scary. How we make it work for us is yet to be discovered.
That is terrifying.
And it's not only the future of the business that's at stake.
Do you think it's better here or in Birmingham?
Danny has moved his wife Zoe and 4-year-old daughter Sophia 180 miles south to start a new life here.
The move has been a massive sacrifice and we don't know if it's going to pay off or not. All of our savings, it's all gone into this.
It's lovely here, isn't it?
For Jack and fiancée Natalie, the hotel's struggles are impacting more than just the business's bottom line. It's also putting strain on their special day.
So today, after stressing about the payroll, pretty much didn't have enough money in the accounts, so I had to send some of the wedding fund to cover it.
When will that be replaced?
Well, I don't know. Money goes in and doesn't come out as quick.
With the boys' financial futures and personal lives depending on the success of the business, they simply can't afford to fail.
Our houses are on the line because if we can't pay our mortgages, it's a whole other can of worms. We're just hoping that we can catch it before it's too late.
are in Sussex. I know this area quite well. My little hotel, the Star, is about an hour away from here. The South Downs National Park is a holiday hotspot known for its rolling hills, ancient woodlands and bustling, affluent market towns. But despite 39 million annual visitors flocking to this area, the Castle Inn isn't much of a tourist attraction. I've been looking online and it seems to have absolutely terrible reviews. From "I couldn't wait to get out of this place" to "not for the faint-hearted," it doesn't make great reading. I know it's been taken over by novice hoteliers. Some of the reviews they inherited, but some are very, very recent. This might be it. Lots of flowers on the outside. It looks positively healthy.
Do you want a quick water, Jack?
Nervous excitement. Yeah, stick a couple of gins in there.
Well, this is lovely. I'm feeling a lot more positive than I expected to, having looked at the reviews. The outside's window boxes are brimming with fresh seasonal flowers. A big tick for curb appeal.
Danny, she's coming. Morning.
Hi, lovely to meet you, Danny.
Danny, very nice to
Jack.
meet you. Thank you for inviting me in. I mean, it looks amazing from the outside. I wasn't quite expecting this when I walked in.
Yeah.
This is less charming village pub, more characterless high street coffee shop chain with not a fresh cut flower in sight. I'm hoping I'm not going to be disappointed. Height of the season, I'm assuming that you're busy?
We've got tradesmen Monday to Thursday.
And then the weekends are a struggle.
Room occupancy has gone way down since last year. 2 weeks ago, our occupancy was down like 45%.
Scary.
It was scary, yeah.
It's scary everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's why you've got to make the most now while the
Yeah.
sun is shining. OK, the ideal thing would be if I can go to a room, please.
Let's go.
With 20 rooms priced from £110 a night, I'm keen to see if the accommodation is the cause of the bad reviews and empty weekends.
So room number 4 is just up here.
Right. Well, why on earth have you given me a family room?
Well, we're going to join you.
Who's top and who's bottom?
I usually go top bunk.
That's one way to improve occupancy, but I think I'll pass for now. This isn't bad, you know.
No?
No, but I don't want to stay in a family room. So do you want to show me another room?
Of course, no problem.
No problem.
No problem.
This is the wedding suite.
You mustn't call it that.
I think we can put some good food on a plate. We can serve a nice pint, but being able to deliver on the room's front.
We're not on track right now.
What I'd love to do is I'm going to shamelessly poke my nose in everywhere.
Great.
Okay, great.
Thanks. Towels on the bed. Very odd combination of things. You've got this kind of old-fashioned cupboard, this truly repulsive Gimonte chair with amazing brickwork. There's no identity here. I mean, basically, they haven't really worked out what they're doing yet. These rooms are fairly priced, so I can see why they work for the weekday tradesman. But it's no surprise that leisure travellers seeking a beautiful country stay in the South Downs aren't enamoured by them. I hope what I found downstairs is a more uplifting experience.
I hope she doesn't smell some of the seats.
I don't think she will.
You never know.
Well, I'm horrified at the kind of plastic everywhere and this really ghastly sitting area. It's such a shame. There's just no charm. The boys have had 6 months to put their stamp on this place, and I've seen no sign of that so far. Look at this. This expanse of white. God's sake, give the room some colour so it doesn't just look like a kind of canteen. It doesn't cost anything to take away. And I would suggest that they start straight away, possibly with this. It's bleak. because there's no identity. I mean, it's not even trying to have an identity. They must have seen the awful reviews online, so there is no excuse for not having improved some of these issues. I'm starting to understand why the comments range from really disappointed to a very clear I won't be back. With businesses thriving or failing through customer criticism in the online age, I want the boys to hear for themselves where their guests think they're going wrong. I've invited 3 couples to stay here tonight.
Right.
Who are leisure guests. More the kind of guests that you want to get in. I want them to tell me what's working and what's not.
Okay.
This is a bloody competitive market. People have no money, and when they're coming away for leisure, they want to come somewhere that they have faith in. So I want us to get some good reviews saying,
Great,
goodness, these guys have really turned it round.
Okay.
My guests should highlight where Jack and Danny could improve when it comes to appealing to tourists rather than tradesmen.
Oh, mate, I can't believe it. 3 surprise guests.
But with the bedrooms in need of a quick changeover, I hope the boys can get them ready in time and avoid more bad reviews.
I do worry that it could also add fuel to the fire.
The glasses are a bit dirty. Someone to just polish that mirror, change the glasses. We haven't got long. We have to sell another 406 rooms to get anywhere near what they did last August.
In West Sussex, 6 months after novice hoteliers Jack and Danny sank £135,000 into the Castle Inn, occupancy is in freefall.
So we're currently 65% down on August last year.
After Danny moved his young family across the country and Jack invested his wedding fund to keep the business afloat, both boys have taken huge risks to realise their ambition of owning a hotel together.
Are these actually guest ready, do you think?
I can't even turn the light on.
With their online reputation in tatters, they're rushing to get rooms ready for my surprise guests in the hope of getting some good reviews.
Stay on there. Oh, what?
While the boys get stuck in sorting out the bedrooms...
Check all the condiments are on the side.
Hello, good afternoon. I've headed out to investigate another area they need to ensure they're making the most of. When the nights are dark and come early, it's your locals who are going to be the lifeblood of your business. I've come to the nearby tea room to get the goss on what this lot think of their village pub. Ladies, tell me what you think of the Castle Inn these days.
Now, I haven't been in there for years. I live next door as well. The previous owners weren't very well liked and drove a lot of the locals away. And now they've got to rebuild that relationship.
Everybody wants it to work.
Yeah.
We want
Sweet.
a communal space where we can all go.
I think the decor at the moment, it always makes me think of like a Peckham nail bar, you know, that weird sort of art and artificial flowers. And, you know, you could get rid of that quite easily.
I mean, that restaurant is not a place of glamour, is it? I'm going to work with them for the next couple of weeks, and I'm hoping that once I've done, I can tempt you guys back. Clearly, I'm not the only one that takes issue with the interior design. Thank you. If I can fix that and encourage the boys to turn on the charm, I'm convinced we can convert this community into loyal customers. Lots of villagers hate someone new taking over and are very fond of the old owners. And in fact, it's far from that here. There's an enormous desire for them to succeed and they want the opportunity to use it. But before turning my attention to winning local hearts and minds, hello, you two.
Hey. Hello.
I want to understand the numbers that underpin this business beyond the £135,000 the boys spent to buy the lease. What are your overheads here per calendar month, BC?
So utilities, 4 to 4.5.
OK. What is the rent?
11k a month, year one.
What about staffing?
30, 35.
With more than £50,000 needed each month just to cover costs, the pressure is certainly on to get the tills ringing. Tell me how long you can keep going as you are.
Depending on how it goes in the summer, we will struggle to make it through the winter. But we know that with a few changes to make things a bit more aesthetically pleasing over time, that we can only improve occupancy.
If we had the money now just to go bang.
Yes, but also just get rid of some of the for God's sake. I mean, honestly, is this what you want to be known for? What on earth makes you put up with it as it is? I think that you have to quite quickly make an absolutely positive stamp on the place. Something to show that this is under new management. I know what it takes to make a business work, and I'm worried that you're not doing it. The lack of action here is a real worry. If this business is going to survive and then thrive, we need to start making some changes and find a way to fill those rooms. This is peak money-making time. They've already missed out on May, June and most of July. Let's make sure that they don't miss out on any more. And that all starts by trying to improve the online reviews.
Welcome to Bramber.
Can we show you to your rooms?
Follow us.
I've asked my surprise guests to test drive 3 bedrooms to highlight where improvements could be made to appeal to the tourist market and hopefully boost weekend occupancy.
If you need anything at all, do give us a shout.
Shiva and Simon are giving their ensuite double the once-over.
This is room 12, the room for tonight.
Liz and Steve are sizing up their accommodation.
It is very tight on space, and the one thing that's missing is something to put your luggage on.
And Adam and Sam are questioning the choice of fixtures and fittings.
Seems a bit excessive having a wardrobe, drawers, and bedside tables. How long would you stay here to use all this furniture?
With my first day here drawing to a close,
Right.
it's clear I need to push Jack and Danny to get a grip on this business and start making some much-needed changes. Every minute has to count. They're not actually being as proactive as they need to be.
The obvious, painful scenario is the stuff that we was already well aware of.
I know.
We should have just done it.
Check on, chef. One full English with one of your finest poached eggs, please, Callum.
It's the morning of my second day in Bramber.
How was your breakfast, guys? Really nice. Is it all right, yeah?
And before I check in with my guests to gather their opinions,
Morning.
I need to decide where I think the most pressing area for improvement is, but not on an empty stomach. Hi, darling.
Hello there, you've been looked after.
Can I have a smoked salmon and 2 poached eggs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. I am struggling with what to do here. Maybe if we get this front of house area right, it will encourage locals and visitors alike.
There we are, smoked salmon and poached eggs.
Thank you.
They're delicious.
Absolutely no complaints about breakfast. But will my guests be equally enthusiastic about their overnight experience? All right, opinions about the rooms, please. You first.
I think what it needs is a little bit of TLC. You know, bedside lights didn't particularly work, nothing really matched. It just needs fine-tuning.
We were saying in our room, we take the wardrobe out and then just a couple of bag stands. It's like, say, if you're staying for one night or two, you're not unpacking your bag and putting all your stuff away just so you can put it back in your bag tomorrow.
As I suspected, the bedrooms are lacking the refinement required to appeal to a leisure guest, but nothing we can't address. What did you think of this space?
It's very wedding-y. I think it's really incongruous to the front of the building.
Yeah, it's just too stark. You know, silk flowers and a few sort of dusty old ornaments that really could go in the bin.
Yeah, they're going today. Don't worry.
I know people have said these are like wedding chairs, these really heavy ones. We use these in mental health hospitals because then people can't throw them at you.
That's a new low.
I wasn't expecting that.
Fair to say there's some bigger issues downstairs. If I'm going to convince these guests to post some positive reviews, this seems the sensible place to make the biggest impact. I'm going to invite you back and hopefully you'll approve of the changes and certainly you'll see a lot less fake flowers.
Luckily, we've actually got each other through this because otherwise I don't think I could have took that complete pounding alone.
No.
With guest feedback loud and clear, it's time to stop talking and start taking action. Let's get rid of the plastic plants.
Let's do it.
Yeah. You got that one?
God, they're so heavy.
Hey, it's like at the wedding. I nearly caught them.
Looking much better, isn't it?
Oh, mate, love it.
God, darling, there's a lot here. You could do your own little jungle corner.
Risk assessment, hard hat. Good, mate.
There's quite a lot of plastic here, isn't there?
This is just from this room.
I know, amazing. But actually, it already looks better. Stripping out the plastic plants is a great start, but it's clear we need to go further than my budget will stretch if Jack and Danny are going to move this business forward. I've got £1,000 I can give you. It's up to you now to decide what on earth we're going to do here. With families to support, mortgages to pay, and even an imminent wedding on the line, I'm aware that asking the boys to raise more funds is no small thing.
What can we do? Can we find any money?
If we had all the money we needed, then of course we could throw people in there to fix it.
But if Jack and Danny really want their dream project to work, they're going to have to give it everything they've got. What I'm absolutely convinced about is they can't keep on just putting one foot in front of the other and hoping that something's going to change.
Can we raise it? Can we get to that point?
It's just how deep is the pit that you want to go into? Hello.
So, what have you decided?
Yeah,
we're in. Yeah, we're ready for it.
Good. How much do you think you can beg, borrow and steal?
We're going to try and get 5k together.
Good. I want to use that extra cash to inject the restaurant with the personality it's totally lacking. We will make it go as far as it possibly can. You're going to have a lovely new dining room. To bring the locals back, I want Jack and Danny to go door to door to invite the villagers in to see the changes we make together. I definitely think you should have a Meet the Owners evening. I want you front and centre of this, showing that there's a kind of fresh wind blowing through the castle in Bramber.
And you think go direct to them?
You know what? Till you try it, you won't know.
Yeah.
I also want the boys to try making the seating area in the bar somewhere locals might actually want to sit in this downstairs area. You could make it a bit more kind of pubby. You know, one area where there's a kind of little snoggy bit. Lastly, I want to boost bookings in the underperforming bedrooms. I think we need to look at dinner, bed and breakfast packages.
Okay.
It's a brilliant way of making sure that you try and fill some of the rooms that you're down this summer.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
It's been a
Lovely.
pleasure.
Lovely.
Thank you so much for
Pleasure.
all your help.
Thank you, Alex.
Pleasure.
Feels like there's a bit of a plan in place, and that's what we didn't have before.
I'm so glad that Danny and Jack have decided to put some money in, so I've got a chance of really making that as nice as possible. Now it's a question of speed and of making decisions really quickly. All we can do is try. In West Sussex, change is finally afoot at the Castle Inn, where I've wasted no time in getting the decorators in to breathe new life into the tired downstairs interiors.
Is that all right, mate? Happy with it?
Yeah. I'm loving the purchase.
I also asked best friends and first-time hoteliers Jack and Danny to sort out the pub's ugly seating area and start putting their own stamp on the place.
Sit with Felicity on this couch.
I wanted them to create a cosy snug to help entice the locals in.
We haven't quite thought this all the way through.
So far, they've spent £800 on 6 second-hand sofas and chairs. As I know from my own place, the secret to making a space like this work is all about creating defined individual areas, mixing and matching the furniture, and softening it all up with complementary cushions.
Should we pull some of these out?
Start again.
And then start again, yeah. We should have actually done a little plan on paper first.
With 135 grand already invested, plus Danny relocating his family and Jack dipping into his wedding fund, the pressure is mounting to make their dream of running a hotel together work.
Jack's given it a lot of time, which is having a toll on our personal life because he's constantly busy and preoccupied and not very present at the moment. it is scary because everything we've got, money and love is going into this project. So yeah, hopefully it pays off.
Getting more heads on beds is what the boys need to help their business survive. Rooms is where the real profit is, and we are now in the height of summer, and if they can't fill the rooms now, they're going to have a very sad and weary winter ahead. So I've asked Jack and Danny to meet me in nearby Eastbourne. Hello, and welcome. To show them a hotel I think could offer some inspiration for addressing the feedback my guests gave about their bedrooms. Shall we go in? Let's go and have a look. Come on in.
Oh, wow.
It is a really simple room. There's nothing extraneous. There's not a wardrobe anywhere, you'll notice, because most people don't even bother to unpack. If you do unpack, you need a hanger and a hook.
Yeah, I actually like the
hanging thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
The main thing in your rooms is that we need to get rid of furniture. Space is what people really want and what people pay for now.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Do you see why it's good to come here?
It's simplistic and clean.
Yeah.
And effective. Love it.
Yeah? Adopting ideas from these practical but stylish spaces could help the boys better appeal to the weekend crowd without alienating their current tradesman market. Right. But filling the rooms is about far more than just interiors. You said to me that you weren't busy and that there'd been a serious decline from when you bought the hotel. So you've got to capture people's attention. I find dinner, bed and breakfast deal really effective because then they're also going to drink.
Yeah.
On current pricings, with 2 people spending £45 each a night on food over 2 nights, 2 nights in the standard double would cost £440. Let's suggest that you then apply a 12% discount. It means they'd be getting something for £387 that would have cost them £440.
Yeah.
With around 70% gross profit on food and 85% on rooms, the profit for the business would still be strong. Over 2 nights, you'd make £305 before they've ever had a drink.
I do like the dinner, bed and breakfast. Everybody loves knowing that end result is capped other than their drinks.
And that's how we can massively upsell and make all the money anyway.
Upsell. With plans for package deals done and dusted, let's go. Now I want to put the ideas for refreshing the bedrooms into action. Right, come on. So back at the castle, it's out with the old and in with the new. As Jack has already dipped into his wedding fund, I've recruited his fiancée to help direct how that money is spent. Hi, I'm Alex.
Hi, Leslie.
Very nice to meet you. You've got rid of all the crap.
Yes, that's what I've been up to.
Yay! Natalie is clearly a woman after my own heart, and I'm keen to keep that momentum going. I've got a mini makeover that I would like to do, just to show you how different a few touches can make. Inspired by our visit to Eastbourne this morning, come on. And with a budget of only £300, I want to address the issues my overnight guests raised to improve both the feel and functionality of this space. Here I have 2 new chairs, a luggage rack and some lamps. And I just want to see how much nicer we can make the room by first of all getting rid of this great enormous thing.
Yeah.
Can we just put it in the corridor?
Yeah, no problem. To me?
I reckon we slide it.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
OK, we've got chairs to assemble and a luggage rack to take out.
We got the easy stuff.
Like the brass.
They're proper nice, heavy lampshades, darling.
Yeah.
The moment you go to a cheap hotel, you know it's a cheap hotel because the lights don't have heavy bases.
Yeah.
How are you getting on?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not very good at this kind of thing. So if I do it before you, it would just be pure fluke.
And I think this is a really useful way of showing them how quickly you can change a room without much money and just with an eye to detail. It's always nice to have 2 chairs when 2 people are sharing a room so that they each have an area to put their stuff on. And you never have things all in a line. Now, I think the room looks enormous. It feels like you can breathe. Previously, the array of ugly furniture made this room feel cramped and cheap. Now, there's acres of space, a more coherent look and some classier finishing touches.
Even just moving the wardrobe out, the minute you walk in, it's more inviting. The lights here now look more premium.
They were 60 quid each. Chairs were 50 quid each. The luggage rack was £65 and the coat hooks were 22. Literally in 10 minutes flat, and with 300 quid, we've transformed this room. Not only is the space nicer to look at, it should also offer a more enjoyable guest experience and, critically, better reviews.
Well, that's one room done, 19 to go.
With only one day left with the boys, I want us to finish with a bang.
I think we're gonna need a bigger skip.
Not only are my overnight guests returning to rate the changes, I also want Jack and Danny to really sell the new vision to the locals. We are going to invite them in for a relaunch party.
Yeah.
Let's blind them with the breadth of the ambition.
Yeah, I love that.
I think people really like that. But all this change is worth nothing if the boys don't see an improvement in their bottom line. I really want you to try out and sell on some of these packages, because 20 bedrooms are going to be the bit that make you solid money.
Yeah, the rooms in this day and age are what drives it.
Good.
So we've got to get it sorted.
Right, see you in 4 weeks. Thank
you very much.
Bye. It's the day before the final event. And while my team race to get the dining room ready for the big reveal...
Right, let's do this first batch.
Jack and Danny are heading out to try and bring the villagers of Bramber back on side.
There is not a lot of local support at the moment. I'm Jack. There's a little invite here. We're doing a bit of a relaunch, a rebrand of the Castle Inn Hotel. You know, that's really hard to build back up. We're fully against that. Lovely to meet you. Take care.
If they can't convince the locals to give the castle another chance, the boys' dream of running the pub together could turn into a nightmare.
You know, if we come out the summer into the winter months without the trade, we won't make it through.
I feel like we need to get this looking a bit better.
In Bramber, West Sussex.
Yep, bit of cleaning.
It's the day of my final visit to the Castle Inn.
Missed a bit.
Yeah. Kids
colouring it in.
With my overnight guests returning to check out the changes, plus a locals relaunch event, there's a lot riding on today being a success. Danny's moved his young family halfway across England to come and launch this venture with Jack. They've begged, borrowed money from everybody that they can possibly think of to make this work. The reality is, there's a lot at stake. With local trade and occupancy way down, and the bar and restaurant areas a mismatched mess, I'm hoping to finally see some positive changes. Aha!
Oh, hello.
Good morning. What are these?
A concoction of different aged Chesterfields.
Not entirely sure that I approve. It's a bit doctor's waiting room. Not quite to my taste, but it's still an improvement on the very basic tables and chairs that were here before, so I'm going to stay optimistic. How has business been? Have you tried doing package deals?
Yeah, so we put the one you suggested live.
Yeah.
We sold a few of those. June, we were £20,000 down on room sales alone on last year. July, we actually popped up by about £1,000 more than last year.
Yeah.
So that's great, thank you.
Making the summer season pay is essential to surviving the winter, so I'm delighted my package deals have helped up room sales and their income. So that's all quite positive?
Yes.
Can I please see your lovely new dining room?
You can.
Indeed, yeah.
I'm very, very excited.
Let's go.
On my first visit here, the restaurant was stark and uninviting, stuffed full of tacky plastic plants and clashing tables and chairs. Ooh, this looks lovely. Now it's a warm and inviting eating area with fresh greenery and pops of colour that bring the space to life. Are you pleased is the main thing?
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, and it's probably better.
I love the colour and the panelling. We've got these lovely chairs, rechargeable table lamps.
Love that.
We've used your old vases, but they no longer have fake flowers in them. This is a really nice room.
It had no real identity, and now you've given it a bit of life.
With the downstairs interiors now delivering on the promise of the pub's charming exterior, I'm hoping these changes will help fix more than just the aesthetic appeal. The first thing we've got is my original guests who came to stay, coming and having a look again. So I'm hoping that you'll get some good feedback immediately.
And some good reviews, hopefully.
Last time my guests were here, they pointed out quite a litany of things that they didn't like about the place, which we have tried to tackle. Having overhauled the restaurant and refreshed a bedroom, I'm hoping the changes can convince them to post complimentary reviews that might tempt customers to book. Possibly you choose somewhere with lots of good reviews than somewhere with lots of terrible reviews. Hello, our lovely friends. Bit of a change. Better?
Looks really nice. Much more homely and inviting, really, I think.
It looks really clean and bright and fresh.
Definite improvement on the chairs. You wouldn't get these in hospital, I don't think.
It's an unusual compliment.
I know.
But I'm going to take it. Those reactions are music to my ears.
This way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Hopefully the boys hear the same positive noises about the updated bedroom.
Follow us. So, no huge decorative changes, but now we've got a place for luggage. There is some sturdier lamps. We've got rid of the big wardrobe to make it feel a bit more open, and then change the chairs. Small things, but hopefully impactful.
Yeah.
Makes a difference.
Looks a lot more modern.
I'm hoping my guests have seen enough to reward our efforts and share their opinions online. So, my dear friends, do you think that there has been enough of an improvement here for you guys to write us a nice review?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
Last time on the price that you were charging for the rooms, it was a bit of a push, but this time I really would feel I've got value for money. Yeah,
Oh.
excellent.
Great.
Well, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's an incredible result. And with my guests already writing up their reviews, I'm hoping the castle's improved online reputation will help boost business.
It was nice to have the honest feedback from them last time, and the fact they can see the changes, they're going to leave good reviews. All we can ask for,
There
really.
were some talks of booking on the way out,
I hope so, yeah, we're filling up.
But my returning guests aren't the only people we need to impress today.
Should be enough.
Yeah, 100 people, you're right.
Yeah, that'll do, innit?
Some light snacks and crudités.
If this business is going to thrive through the winter, it also needs the backing of the locals. We've got to make sure that they feel loved and wanted, and that Jack and Danny try and encourage this to become the hub of Bramber as it once was. With the villagers arriving in their droves for the Meet the Owners event.
How are you doing?
Hello, I'm Alex.
It looks like the boys' outreach efforts have paid dividends.
It is above expectations, the turnout. After all of the money, time and effort that's been put in, it's nice to see the place packed.
Now it's up to me and the boys to turn on the charm.
Hello. Thank you so much for coming out.
And convince this crowd that the castle is the place to be in Bramber.
If we have like a week or a weekend where we're offering something special, then you'll be the first to know. Paul, Steve and Charles. Lovely to meet you guys.
They're young and ambitious, the owners, and that's what it needs.
We want them to do well.
I think what Jack and Danny have done at the castle has been absolutely brilliant, and we really do want them to succeed. Living in the village, we need somewhere where we can come.
Cheers. Thank you.
Over the years, it was sort of a little bit unfriendly, and now I feel like we've got something back in the village, which is really important to us.
And it's not just the locals that are loving the new look castle.
What do you think to the changes in the room?
I love it. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Sophia, what do you think of the changes in the room?
Having uprooted their family from the Midlands, it seems like the risk Danny and Zoe took to make this business happen has been rewarded.
Today definitely cemented that it was the right decision for us, and yeah, we're excited for the future.
It's so nice to see it so busy.
I know, it needs to be like this.
With a packed house lapping up the boys' hospitality,
We're just going to get our speech.
all that's left is for them to say a few words to sell their vision for the future.
Guys, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. We're excited to take this pub on its next chapter.
What's always mattered most to us is simple. Good food, a glass of something special and a proper warm welcome. With the castle, we want to bring that spirit back.
But it's mainly about the people, you guys and us, that are actually going to once again make it a hub of the village.
I encourage every single one of you to remember they haven't been here very long, but they definitely have their feet on the right path. And I would like to raise my glass to you both for what you've achieved so far. Well done.
Thank you, Alex.
That's lovely of you.
That's about as satisfying a conclusion to my final day here as I could have hoped for. And while the locals eat, drink and are merry, all that's left for me to do is to say my farewells. You know what, it's been such a pleasure working with you. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you very much. You've helped us understand elements of the business that we had no idea about, and you've helped us kind of iron out a bit of a roadmap, really.
I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye, darling.
Mwah. Mwah. Thank you so much.
Bye. See you soon.
See you later.
When I first arrived here, the castle was on the slide, and Jack and Danny's ambition of running a business together was hanging in the balance. Now, with a totally transformed downstairs, a tranche of positive reviews to attract weekend travellers, and the local community on side again, the boys should take this place from strength to strength.
We get it firing on all cylinders, which it's very capable of now, then it's going to be everything that we wanted.
I think the dining room looks great. I think the locals really warmed Jack and Danny. And I just hope I've put their feet on the right path.
You know, you often need a scary woman to come along and tell you to do it. Just bloody do it.
I mean, it is still early days, but I think they're going to be okay.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex. Hope you're well.
Hope you're well.
Just wanted to say thank you very much for everything you and your team have done here at the castle in Bramber. The locals have been raving about the changes, the food offering, and the new decor. The vibes around the village are great. We've noticed a strong traction in repeat customers and new ones. Thank you very much for your support. Hopefully, see you soon. See you soon.